Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you, and please don't forget to like, share, and comment. Today guys, I want us to talk about challenges that we may face while trying to achieve our financial goals. The first challenge that I think people might face is living beyond your means. Trying to impress people will always affect your financial goals. Because, like, when you get a new job, you want everyone to see that you're not working. You start taking credit cards, you start upgrading your cars. If you don't have a car, you start taking your car on credit. You move to a beautiful place, a new apartment, a bigger apartment. Now you're buying big TVs, you're buying big fridge, and all that because you want people to see that now you are working. You start taking clothing accounts so that people can start seeing that, oh, she's working, he's working, and this will always affect your financial goals. Let's try to live within our means. Let's not impress anyone. Okay? Do what suits you so that you'll be able to be left with savings, something to save. Okay? Because like living beyond your means that you won't have anything to save. Instead, you'll create debts. You'll incur a lot of debts. Okay? And then secondly, I want us to talk about not saving or investing from the word go. Like this will always affect your saving or your financial goals. Because if you don't save or investing regularly, this means that you are missing out on an opportunity to grow your financials. So you'll be like, I will save next time, I'll save next time. What if next time you wouldn't be working? So not saving from the start will always affect our financial goals. And then the next thing is impulse spending. This is whereby when you see something like you buy online, you buy. You see something that you like, or you see something that is trending, like, oh, this one, I like it. And then like sometimes it runs out of fashion, especially when it comes to clothes. So you need to be mindful of that because everyone has done that. We keep on buying small things, but those small things, they add up. So at the end of the month, you'll be like, I spent this much on this. So you wouldn't notice until maybe when you don't have money at all. And then another thing is like poor money management. When you don't know how to manage your money, it will always affect your financial goals. Like you take this money, this much for food, and then you take a lot of money for food and then you don't have money for rent. That's poor money management. So, and also that tends to become a bad habit. Like, for example, spending so much on going out and then knowing that you'll go to your friend and be like, please borrow me this much. And then this means that the following month, when you get paid, you need to pay that person. So that's poor money management. So you need to ensure that you always manage your money in a good way. If possible, please avoid debt. Let's avoid debt if possible. So if you don't track your expenses, your income, this means that you're not managing your money well. So that falls under poor money management. Okay, that's a bad habit, guys. Let's learn to track our expenses. So this can also help you to know how much you have to spend on food on a regular basis. Like if it's this much this month, then next month it's going to be this much as well. And it will also help you to check if last month I overspent or I underspent. So which means this month I need to add this much or I need to subtract this much. So you need to ensure that you track your expenses. Write down your expenses. Use apps if possible. but ensure that your expenses, your income, you always write it down. So if you do that, this means that you'll be able to review your finances every month, now and then. Okay, and if you see that this month I was left with this much, then it means that next month you'll be able to adjust your expenses, or yeah, and be able to save more if possible. Okay, and then another thing that most people do is procrastinating. I will save next month, I will save next month, or I will do this next month. Let's try to stop that, because procrastination is the thief of time. It means that you wouldn't do it even next month. So people tend to procrastinate. Okay, so let's try to do it on a regular basis. If you say this month I want to do this, do it this month. If you want to buy a bed for this much, don't adjust your monies to like maybe impress a friend or a family member. No, do what suits you. If you need to buy a bed, buy it. Stop procrastinating. Otherwise, you'll end up using that money for something that is not even important. Okay, guys? Procrastination is the thief of time. Let's not do it. Another thing is emotional buying. Let's say someone decided to hurt you today, you are angry, you are so emotional, and then you end up treating yourself and be like, let me treat myself for a meal. Guess what? That's gonna be a habit. You're gonna do it every time. When you are hurt, you'll ensure that you buy. So emotional spending is not a good thing. Try to avoid it. Most people don't recognize that, because when they're emotional, they don't know what they're doing. Sometimes, especially when it comes to spending, they only realize that after maybe days or so, when they don't have money. So let's try to avoid emotional buying. And then especially when you're stressed or bored, don't do online shopping, especially when you're bored. Most people do that. I do that too, but usually I just fill up my cart and I don't buy. Okay, and then it's usually better to spend your money when you feel better, because at least you can make wise decisions then. You are not using your emotions. And then we are moving on to this dangerous thing, which is called gambling. Now, most people have access to online gambling. So if you have money, it's easy for you to buy vouchers. So you can always gamble and all that. That's very dangerous, because you can start small until you become emotional, and then you start spending more, like, I will recover it. Don't do it. Gambling is not good at all. It will always affect your finances. And especially gambling, you end up borrowing money, you end up selling things, you end up going to loan sharks. Like, it's a bad habit. Let's not do it. It's very, 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 very dangerous. I'll rather procrastinate or go out instead of gambling. Let's stop it. Most people have done it, and it's a bad habit. And once you become addicted, it's not easy for you to stop it. So let's avoid it. And then another thing is like unexpected events or anything. Maybe you lose a job, then you have to take your money that you had saved, or maybe you need to help at home. If you're someone who supports your family in an unexpected situation, now you have to take your money. Or maybe let's say you had budgeted to spend this much this month, and then one of your family members says, something happened, can you help me? So that will always affect your financial goals. So I think you need to at least have money to give, but that will always affect your financial goals. Make sure that before you consider helping, it's really genuine, because some people, they tend to lie. But yeah, I know you need to help, but you need to be more careful as well and think of what is more important to you. I'm not saying don't help, but also put yourself first. Okay, guys. I hope this topic will help some people out here. And yeah, guys, see you next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.